Hello, my name is Ben Fellows. I'm the Director of Imprint Education, and today we are very, very grateful to be at Warwick University with Emeritus Professor of Physics, George Rowlands. Professor, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
Okay, let's start at the beginning. How and when did you become interested in physics?
I think I got interested in mathematics first. And I was interested because I could do it, but I could solve little problems. I've always enjoyed doing simple problems, algebraic equations, and mathematics allows you to, if you know how to do one, you can do 1,000. And yeah, that fascinated me. And I would have liked to have gone at that stage to the university to do mathematics, but my A-levels weren't good enough.
Okay.
So I did physics. I've never regretted that. I think the physics and maths, I'm a theoretical physicist, the physics and maths are a good combination, and it's allowed me to have a very, very, very career.
Fantastic. So you've had a long and distinguished career at Warwick University, 50 years.
49, yes.
49 years.
Yes, that's right.
At Warwick University.
It's a long one.
It's a long one. I'm interested to know, how do you think the teaching at Warwick, and specifically the teaching of physics, has changed in that 50 years?
Yes, I think the bigger change, the biggest change that's been made in the last few years is that now, well, the phrase is to spoon feed the students. Before, when I was an undergraduate, if you didn't understand it, then bad luck. It was up to you. Now we help. I have a feeling we help too much, because you've got to get the students with a degree to think for themselves. And it works for a certain percentage. And I suppose we should do something for the people who find it difficult.
Sure.
To move them into areas of physics that are not so demanding. I think at Warwick we do. I think the majority of people do the 3-year course. Enjoy physics, but they don't want any more. They're not going to do any physics when they leave. They're going into employment, and lots of range of employment, but they won't need the detailed physics. And yes, so the good students are as good as always.
Excellent. What's your proudest moment in your long and distinguished career as a physicist?
My proudest moment. No, I have a happiest moment.
Okay.
Yes, it's to do with physics. I was, it was when my children, two boys, were young, and we were on holiday camping in France. And so it was, the campsite allowed the 2 boys, they were about 8 or 9 or something, they could run around and you could relax, you didn't have to look after them. And then there was a little hill in the campsite, and the game was, I sat at the top with a flashlight because it was going dark, and they would crawl up and try to get me before I could hear them. And it started with my 2 children. It ended, I think there were about 30 children playing this game. But it was easy because they were young kids. You could go to sleep really, and then just listen to them when they were about a few yards away making a noise, shining the light there to start the game. But I was thinking, and I did think of a certain physics problem, and it just came to me. And yeah, I published a paper on it. I think
Wow.
it was great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What a great story. This is a great time to be speaking to a physicist this week because of the discovery of gravitational waves. What do you think this means for the teaching of physics in the future?
The teaching of physics, I don't know. I mean, it just confirmed that Einstein was right. 50 years, well, there's 100 years to prove it he's right. They have proven me, yes, that okay, it's fine. We can use general relativity. But according to my astronomical friends, the big thing is it's given them a kind of another tool to look at what is out in space.
Okay.
It's like finding I mean, they look in space, they use optical telescopes, X-ray telescopes, and now they can use gravitational telescopes. It gives more information. How that will develop, I don't know, but that's their big hope.
Okay, excellent. Finally,
Yeah.
You've been a teacher for many, many years, and you've got a lot of experience of working with international students. As a company, my company, Imprint Education, work with Chinese students. What advice would you give to a young Chinese student wanting to study physics at Warwick or study sciences in the UK?
I give the same advice I do to an English student. You've got to be excited with physics. It has to be, you have to be a love affair with physics. You have to want that. You have to have a certain ability. You've got to get the A stars, etc.
Sure.
The rest. I think the nice thing, what I found great about physics, is that if you learn the tricks or the ways of physicists, the way they work, they model build, and if you can model build, you can apply your knowledge to totally different models. And I think I said in the talk this morning, I have used the same method of looking at flocking of birds as I used in plasma physics, which is really, how to control the hydrogen bomb. Two totally different areas, but the model building is essentially the same in both.
Great.
And that I find fascinating.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same equation, two different
Brilliant.
applications.
Well, thank you very much for your time today.
Pleasure.
For more information about the work of Imprint Education in China, please see our website. Thank you.